Joseph Pierre here. Welcome to the Guitar Sensei Dojo segment. The segment on fingering and picking. I'm going to work on some speed picking concepts. And this one is windmill picking. Okay? A lot of guys and girls pick from their elbows, pick from their wrist, and they also pick from just their knuckle joint, the first knuckle joint. Okay? In my opinion, this is one of the quickest ways of picking because the movement is so small. Take a string about 2 feet long, snap it, moves fairly quick. But if I take that same string and snap it when it's 2 inches long, it moves incredibly quick to the point where you can't even see it. Okay? So, same thing applies when you're picking. If your movement is smaller, you can get across those strings quicker. Okay? So we're going to work on picking with your knuckle joints. The way to do that is to put your hand flat on the table, take your pick and pretend you're writing Joe. Okay? The first thing is you're getting that big loop in your J. Okay? Write Joe a bunch of times in the air. Like not in the air, but as if you are writing it on the table. Don't write it on the table. And you'll get that feeling of windmill picking. You won't use your wrist, you'll use your fingers. That's the sensation you want when you're doing it over the strings. So I'm moving my wrist and my knuckle joints at the same time. So I'm really getting the possibility of really being able to pick fast. And this is effortless. I'm not building a sweat at all doing this. So keep in mind where this could go when done slowly and developing a clean technique. Okay, what I want you to do is use this picking, alternating it, and utilizing these left hand exercises. One is intervallic fifths spider, and one is intervallic octave spiders. And then you can invert them, and I'll explain. Let me do the spider fairly quickly. First one is fifths. Take an F, start on an F, take your pointer finger, play the F, leave the finger down. Once you've played it, play the fifth, which is the C with your ring finger. Leave them down. Now play the F sharp with your middle finger and the C sharp with your pinky. That is intervallic fifths. You go all the way down till your G, okay, the G string. Then you stop. I don't go any further because then it gets into tritones and stuff, and I don't want that sound. We want just the fifths. So once I've vertically gone up to the most I can, which is 6 fifths, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I move up to F sharp. Then G, so on. And move all the way up till my pinky hits the 12th fret. Okay? Once I've walked up to that point, the last note, which is G, is actually the first note of the moving backwards. And I move exactly backwards. And so on. Okay? You do this vertically and horizontally. Vertically and moving horizontally once and all the way back. Shake your hand out. Once you've done that, that's 6 movements per bracket. Let's call it bracket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One bracket. Move it up. Do another 6. All the way up, all the way back down. Shake your hand out. You'll need to. Alright? From there, now I go to 4 intervallic movements. And the reason only 4 is because I'm not doing fifths anymore. I'm doing octaves. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's all I can move in one bracket. And then I do another one. All the way up until I get to this point. And the same thing applies. Once you hit the G, you go backwards. So it's boom, 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 up, backwards. Back down. Back down. Now, if you do this to a metronome, it's going to sound like 2 different players. It's going to sound like the Mario's brother, like the when he walks. It has that sound. Especially on this acoustic reaction time, so it's really giving me a workout. Once I get to the 12th fret, I go backwards. I set it to a metronome so it gives me something to follow. And I work it all the way till I get all the way down to the F. Yes, and it's difficult to do and talk at the same time. It's like total multitasking. So, here I've gone intervallic fifths, intervallic octaves. Shake my hand out, still utilizing that windmill picking. Once I've done that, I do what I call inverted intervals. Fifths, And to every 2 I do the inversion of my minor thirds. And try to develop clarity. All the way up, and then all the way back down. And you do the same thing to the octaves. Octaves, 13ths. Same thing all the way up, all the way down. This will definitely build this hand up incredibly, and it'll also teach your picking hand how to really work with the windmill picking in smaller detail and bigger detail, meaning string skipping. But you'll start to form this way of picking on top of wrist, on top of forearm, and you'll start to really be able to start to pick. While I do that, I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm actually picking. You can see I'm trying to do it slower so you can really see my picking hand. There you go. That hand can become very quick, especially with warming up and articulate. Check it out. Try it. Give me some, buzz back. Please put some footnotes and some questions and comments underneath my video. All right? Peace out.